Everyone, I am going over the NBA slate once again very quickly in this video. I was going to make a baseball video today, but I might just make this NBA video and call it a day between watching PGA and then all the news that just came out for NBA. It's just been wild, so I might bring the MLB videos back tomorrow, but really going to focus on NBA for today, and I'm still focused on baseball, but just the videos. We'll see when the lineups come out. I've been tweeting out the plays on Twitter, so if you want that, follow me on Twitter. But this slate starts in under an hour and a half, and we got some pretty big bombshells the last hour with LeBron sitting, and also Russell Westbrook is unlikely to play. That means James Harden is the top play on the slate, hands down, at 10-7. I still love Luka Doncic. I think I will probably still go Luka as my number 2 pay up, and then Davis as my number 3 pay up. Only concern I have about Davis is that he's also listed as probable, so we know that there's a chance. Probably he's going to play like 80%, but there's always a chance that he doesn't. And it's a back-to-back for them. I think you could just go with some other options, but I love Luka and love Harden, and I think that's where I am going to try to pay up for and get my pay-ups between point guard and shooting guard with Harden, and not Devin Booker, with Luka and James Harden as my first two spots that I'm just gonna block into my lineup. Now there's plenty of value between the Rockets and the Lakers value with LeBron sitting and with Westbrook unlikely to play. You have so much value just focusing on the Rockets first. You have a very cheap Jeff Green at 3,900 is probably going to play 30 plus minutes. You have Ben McLemore who could start alongside James Harden unless they start Rivers. One of Rivers or Ben McLemore should start. You can play just put in McLemore, and then if Rivers starts, play Rivers instead, because you can late swap on both sites now. So that's awesome. But really, got both those guys are barely. Rivers is min price. McLemore's just $100 more. So those are the two top value plays on that team. And then I still like Jeff Green. I think I might go Jeff Green over Tucker because Tucker does absolutely nothing out there. And then on the Lakers, you have so much value too. You have Kyle Kuzma at 4,500, who will benefit a lot more with no LeBron. You have Dion Waiters, who's played like 25 minutes, almost 26 minutes yesterday, and he should probably get a bump to maybe get close to 30 tonight, especially if Caruso also sits, who's questionable. So I love Kuzma and I love Dion Waiters on the Lakers as my cheap value plays. Waiters gives you a lot more upside than a guy like KCP or a guy like Danny Green. So I have no problem going with Dion Waiters at 3,700, a guy that definitely has in this spot maybe has 30-point upside, which would be awesome at that price point. And then at power forward, I'm going back to Kelly Olynyk. I still like him at 4,800. Still waiting on some of the 4 p.m. news between the Miami Heat injury news and the Pacers injury news, but I feel pretty good about having these 4 no matter what happens in those games. And then at center, I still like DeAndre Ayton at 7,200. I just think he's too cheap for a guy that's basically averaging 6x upside on the price tag. He's been playing heavy minutes, 38 minutes last game. Was in foul trouble against the Mavs and then played 35 in a game that they won by 13 in. So he's been playing a lot. He could maybe get close to like 38 to 40 minutes today. So gotta like him a lot at center. So these 5 I feel great about. And then like Kyle Kuzma, 4,500, I feel like he's going to maybe even start in place of LeBron if he comes off the bench. Either way, you should see 30 plus minutes tonight if they limit Davis a little bit, maybe even more than that. But feel great about Kyle Kuzma. He gets a nice bump, as you would expect without LeBron. So you got these 6 that I feel great about, and then you got plenty of value plays between the Rockets, the Lakers to throw in there. You have potentially the Miami value depending on Dragic. You have the Pacers value. So much value. But these are the 6 that I like a lot on DraftKings. And then I'm just going to touch on FanDuel. All right, on FanDuel, I still like the Luka and James Harden options as shooting guard. You might just pay up for both if you want. I don't know if people will do that a lot. Everybody's probably going to go to Harden. I don't know if Luka might get overlooked because people are just paying up for Harden and maybe paying up for Davis. But I'm probably going to start by getting Harden and Luka in there at shooting guard. I feel like both can drop over 60 today, and both have like 70, 80-point upside. At point guard, I'm going to wait till we get some of that injury news between the Pacers, because if Brogdon is out, then I love Aaron Holiday. You still have Reggie Jackson as a cheap play. You have Rivers if he starts at min price, 3,500. You have Kendrick Nunn if Dragic is out. So still got some uncertainty at point guard, which is why I give you guys 2 shooting guards that I like. At small forward, we have Giannis at 11,000. Nobody's gonna pay up for Giannis, so that's a way to be different if you want. But I probably won't get to Giannis today. You have T.J. Warren, I like a lot still. You have Kawhi, I still like. And then for the value plays, now I'm looking at Daniel House. I like him more. I like Crowder. And then I would probably go with like Dion Waiters at 38. I like him still. I don't know if he'll get a lot of ownership, but I think he's going to benefit a lot without LeBron in there. And then at power forward, Davis, if you're going to pay up for him, you can. The power forward also has a bunch of cheap plays that you could look at, like Covington 66, Porter at just 5,500. You have Kyle Kuzma at 4,700. So a lot of good plays. Jeremy Grant, if they're still out, I will go back to Kyle Kuzma. And then at center, you got the Nurk. Nobody's going to pay up for Nurkic now, but I still love the Nurkic today. 91 against his former team. You could go to Jokic if you want, but just with the rebounding uncertainty, with them playing Millsap and Porter, I like Nurkic a little bit more. Then you have DeAndre Ayton at 75 if you want to go to him, but you could also do that. I think Ayton's going to get the most ownership at center, and then Kelly Olynyk might get some love. And then if you want to go crazy, play PJ Tucker at 3,800. I like how this looks on both sites right now. Hopefully we don't get any big injury news anymore, just like some ones that help us for the 4 p.m. games. But that's it. Just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown after all the injuries that we got. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. You can hit the like if you enjoyed the video, and good luck today.